Live at the barbershop with Q.
Oh, okay.
John, the Magnificent.
I'm with that.
I was just trying to amp it up, you know.
Okay. Grind me, thirsty, bout it, you heard me. Grind me, thirsty, bout it, you heard me. Grind me, thirsty, bout it, you heard me.
Live at the barbershop.
Here we go.
Yo.
Look who's back.
What they do? What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, it's Friday, man.
It's another Friday.
Friday. It's the weekend.
Yes.
What's your plan for the weekend?
For me?
My brother. Yeah.
My plan, undisclosed.
No, man, you can't talk about it. You'll be rocking in the Belcom.
I mean,
Park tomorrow, man.
I'll be all over the place.
Yeah, it's a little
954-305. I'll be all over the place.
Yeah.
Sun up to sundown.
Yeah. So you're gonna go? You want to do a live with it too, man?
No, man.
Yeah. It's like a little get together. He's doing Excelsior High School reunion situation in TIC.
Yeah. DJ Jamalito.
DJ what?
DJ Jamalito.
That tech, man. Gonna be in the park tomorrow. It's gonna be hot, bro.
Exactly. It's gonna be hot. We'll be spinning the ones and twos.
Yeah. For real, man. But it tonight, you know, for new watchers and listeners on this thing, it's welcome to the barbershop, man.
Welcome.
I'm one of your hosts, Q. You see, I'm a little bit solo for a minute. We'll be here. Okay?
Man said, let me take a bathroom break.
Yeah.
Where we about to start?
It's just an open situation tonight, man. We're just gonna chill in the shop.
Yes, sir.
We're just gonna chill in the shop. And it's hot out there, man. Are you gonna be in the park tomorrow?
Hey. You gotta
I
think.
keep saying it, bro. Man, just to get out and walk from the car to the house, man,
Just imagine.
Tomorrow you're gonna be in the park.
You gonna go help me out, Q? Nah, hey. He said he gonna pass through. I asked you if he gonna help.
Yeah, I can help you out tomorrow. I'll see what I can do.
So, in the latest news,
Yeah, what
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on. You got Cardi B and Offset. They beefing with their music. You got Tyler Perry.
We should call it the Offset with their music. They're beefing the music. Hit for hit. Oh man, they're gonna take on a girl, man. Dude.
Hey.
Huh? They're just doing words there.
Hey. I'm just saying.
That's regular baby mama. Baby does.
Yeah, we can listen to a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wow. Nah?
Those things are some little petty things. You know. If you're making music, yeah, I'm making music, but that was what, your wife? Your baby mama?
Let's see what she got. Mm-hmm. What?
Hey.
Well, yeah.
That's not even good because if they're going at each other and she's a female, and if she ever goes harder than him, that's crazy. That would be too down for it. Yeah, so he's taking on the wrong thing. He knows who she is, and he knows that he doesn't get the ratings as her.
Is he gonna pull a Papoose? I wrote all your rhymes.
Bro, that simple. That those two, she sound like she's doing harder than him. People gotta figure out what he's saying. Like, what he said? But she, Snoop said it before. Snoop said it. Yeah. Yeah.
What up, man? Sorry, I'm late. My bad.
Yeah. But if it's open tonight, what are we gonna talk about? We're not gonna talk about that Iraq,
People on the road.
that Israel situation. It's crazy.
Tonight,
It's-
chopping up on the
Yeah.
things have been in the politic realm for a minute now.
But I mean,
Last week was heated.
love it. We need part 2. It was so
Both of them.
it was so heated. They said, "Yo, we gotta take a break."
We're gonna talk about small little details of things that's going on,
You,
social media wise.
I mean, shoot, you hear the stuff with the whole Tyler Perry thing.
Yeah, touch on that.
Yeah, another black dude.
Touch on Perry. You know, touch on Perry. Say, Portia. I'm gonna touch on that.
Ooh, Portia.
Simon and Portia, yes sir. Touch on that. And then I'm gonna touch on a tragedy, a situation that happened on Facebook Live with a married couple. Kind of tie everything in. You know what I mean? Tie everything in and whatnot. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, your host for tonight. My name is John. Sitting next to me is my man Q. What it do?
What's up? What's up?
Oh,
It's Friday night.
Black IT is in the building as well.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Shout out to
sir.
the rest of the crew. Nyad, if you're around,
What's up,
let
so?
us know if you're jumping in. Shout
Not-
out to AP.
Naya busy.
Yeah,
He busy right now.
busy.
Yeah.
Busy. Yeah.
Check it out. He busy.
Is
Man, love is the Brooklyn way. Okay. So, recently in the news, well, all right, you know what? We started off with this.
Naya, the text gotta be a little bit better.
Nah, that's straight to the point.
The text gotta be better.
So,
Check it for.
me and that dude was talking last week on, I think it was you was talking about on Remarried.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, recently, a judgment came down. I don't know if you're familiar with Portia from
Yeah.
right. African Nigerian petroleum petroleum
Prince.
rich
Oh,
individual.
okay.
Prince.
After our march.
And she's back.
Okay.
Right. So now, okay, first of all, they asked before, but mysteriously Ice came in and scooped up home. So
Wow.
you said he's one that she snitched on, right? She's saying she wasn't the one that made the phone call, right? What up, So Chill? What up?
She wasn't the one.
Nah, she said she's not the one. But,
Okay, not the one.
I got you.
so the thing what I'm trying to figure out. So now they had a prenup situation. Apparently, she won the case. Okay? This is another thing where I'm telling brothers and females, not just out here in the world.
She's taking that money and sending them home.
Now here's the deal. What I want to find out. So I was looking up certain little things pertaining to the divorce. So I know right now, what's up in limbo right now is the home. So apparently now, if I remember right, think she's getting
So he's on a deportation. He's on
yeah,
deportation.
they already he's back home.
Wow.
But he has a $7 million home that he purchased prior to them getting married and stuff, right?
Okay.
So here's the thing. Let me rewind a little bit. So now going to the illustrious weddings.
Yeah.
And this is a clue. And I'm not being a Debbie Downer to anybody out there want to throw a wild wedding situation. Do you at the end of the day? But just understand this though. All the money that's being spent on a lot of these highfalutin, lavish weddings and everything, and then people are getting divorced like 6-7 months later, a year later, 2 years later, all that money gone. Save the money. You want to have like a little thing for family and stuff, a little small little thing. All these $10 million, $20 million situation. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. So let's do it. They had a lavish wedding. Of course, I remember when she first started talking about him was when homie gave her like a Rolls Royce or something like that. This is the main thing you tell these dudes. Yo, once you start off with that type of situation, there's nothing against treating your significant, girlfriend or queen or potential, whatever. There's nothing wrong with treating someone nice.
Yeah.
And even if you got the money,
Yeah.
you still got to move with caution.
Well, even
Especially with people who have a track record. You understand what I'm saying? Of this type of quick come up.
yeah.
You got a lot of them now that's just sitting down at the water fountain looking for Africans.
Mm.
And it ain't because they trying to work with somebody. It's a quick come up.
Yeah.
They used to have the term that say, it's not tricking if you got it. You bugging. It's tricking regardless. Doesn't matter whether you got it or not. You're still a trick at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, right now, he's a total trick right now for everything that went down.
Yeah.
So now, in the stipulations of it, I think he got to pay her like $40K a month.
From where he's at?
I beg your pardon?
Exactly.
From where he's at?
You thinking the same thing everybody else thinking, like, catch me if you can. You think I'm gonna be sending you any any Western Union, any Zells or any money transfers?
Come
Yo, you know,
pick it up.
Nah, not happening. Not happening.
It's not.
Nah, man.
It's not happening.
Now, the only thing that got me puzzled, now I would have to ask a lawyer on this, is that I'm assuming again that he probably purchased a house in one of the corporations or something similar to that. Because if you're getting deported, then you're not a permanent situation here. With all the wealth and all the businesses you do here and everything, you go back and forth. Again, for ICE to grab you and dip you, for all those out there that don't understand what dip means, explain it. Nah, man.
Nah, man.
Okay. So with that now, you're saying if you're not a permanent or have a visa situation, how are you going back and forth? How are you purchasing
those
big ticket items, Rolls Royces and Bentleys and $6 million, $7 million mansions and stuff like that? Yeah, I know you can put accounts and but obviously
but you're an
there's
investor.
something.
You're an investor
Obviously. So what I'm saying now, if you're telling me now that I cannot be here anymore, but I still gotta pay somebody?
Yeah, but don't Trump is offering visa for $5 million for business. Might as well he should have purchased one of those.
I mean,
but these are the people that they say they want who do business. Have big establishment.
Well, listen, I'm pretty sure somewhere along the line he'll be back.
Something is
he'll be back. The thing what I'm saying right now is if it's you You're in this situation, or anyone out there, would you really pay that? 40K? I mean, what they gonna do? Arrest me? What they gonna do? The most they could do is tell me I can't come back in until I pay the bill or whatever. That's the only thing, because I know they can hold your passport.
More likely they're gonna go into the investment. If the investment gotta be sold by his lawyers and those places.
Well, they gave the option for her, if I can remember right. I think she got 3 years or something like that, right? And then after that, she has to either get a loan and pay him out his half, or sell the house, and they split that.
Okay.
Sell the house.
But here's how it's messed up.
How long she been with him though? Don't forget to talk.
Nah, she ain't with nobody long.
Huh?
She ain't never with anyone long.
Yeah.
Probably second or third for all I know. She the same one that think the Underground Railroad was actually under the house. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm trying to see. Look, dudes nowadays, man, they tell you it ain't about a pretty smile, a big butt, and a smile. You understand? Get your stuff together, man. Look, right now, you're losing out on, even if, I don't care how much you're worth. Money's money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
And if you're going to throw it away, at least do a charitable situation then. If you're going to throw away 7, 8, 10 mil, and just chalk it up and like, it doesn't matter, I ain't got money. Okay, go help some, you're from Africa.
Yeah.
Go help another side of Africa that needs that help.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You see when we see in the commercials over here, oh, give a dime, give a dollar, this and that.
Yeah.
You right there. So if you want to throw money away, go help someone else.
Yeah.
Or if you want to do something, build something in a community that needs it or something like that. But for me now to go in and just hand over this type of, I can't. No. Can't do it. Nah. I'll be at the room. I just can't do it. I can't.
I just can't.
Nah.
No.
Like you.
She full up my tongue, dog.
No.
Can't do it. Because it makes no sense. And I wanna know how these courts are really coming about getting these decisions and stuff. Look, you got a dude that,
and this is the thing that is messed up, because there's good people out there.
tell me now how she deserved half of
You
that.
waver your mind on it.
With a prenup at that.
Huh?
How she deserved half of that with a prenup? I know a lot of them saying prenups ain't worth nothing but the paper it's written on. I get it. But then why we have it? And then again, which judge, is going to sit there? You tell me now. This man gets up every, like Drake and them say, you wasn't in the gym when I was practicing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Rick was, yeah.
You wasn't out here.
Yeah.
So why is it now you deserve to be sitting in a $7 million house that you know you can't afford?
Yeah.
You know you can't afford that.
But that's
The groundskeeping, the electric alone to run. All right.
That's a cash in, you know.
That's why she went at 40.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
40 would take
40 a month.
Take care of it.
Okay. 40,000 a month.
Yeah.
The groundskeep. Groundskeep 2,000. All right.
Yo.
2,000 or 3,000 every 2 weeks. All right, no problem. That's not the 40.
Let me see if I can.
Like,
$4,000.
okay.
All right. So hold on.
$1,000. Okay. She'll spend $10,000 for the month.
I mean, it didn't.
It's a
I don't-
It's
he
a
didn't
$7
get-
million house.
He didn't get to know her that much.
He's tripping. Look, I don't think no one knows anybody that much.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, no one knows anybody that
He was
much.
dealing with somebody else on that.
Probably. Yeah. He was. Yeah, originally. Yeah. But see, this is the thing when you tell these dudes, it's like they're gonna act nice in the beginning. And again, I don't want to sound like I'm female bashing. This goes both ways.
Yeah.
Because it's a money grab when people know that you have that type of money.
Yeah.
You gotta move with caution.
There's no love. It's just.
You gotta move with caution.
If it was the other way,
Because honestly,
she got to pay the 40.
all right, if she had to pay that,
No, you're not gonna get.
trust me, she'd be calling
yeah.
every media outlet. She'd be doing the Halle Berry, the Mary J. Blige boogie, all that. Okay? You don't see none of that going on back and forth all over the place, right? Did they hold Mary's driver's license or passport? No. Holly, she's still moving around, right? Okay.
Yeah. So they freeze his passports and
No,
everything?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
For a lot of times, they'll for the men
and dudes, yeah.
they'll come at you where they're either garnishing your paycheck, grab your license, or I know dudes right now that they can't drive, they're riding bicycles and shit.
Yeah.
Because they backed up on a little child support here and there.
Yeah. A friend of mine that's happened to him
But at the end of the day,
going to the airport.
be fair about it. If you know you did not contribute to purchasing a $7 million home, why you feel you're obligated to take half of that right now? Where? How's that? Would she still work for the radios? I don't even hear her on the radio like that.
No.
Okay, which means she gonna be just scrambling, doing anything during the day, not even nothing really productive like that. Spending the money, just having fun.
I don't even know if we should go back on this topic.
Go back on it. Crazy.
It goes back to that whole 50-50, right? So
Oh, the 50-50 theory.
Oh man.
There's never that.
So, I was scrolling through TikTok, seen preacher, this female preacher.
That's the first bad part of it. The preacher, but go ahead.
Female preacher.
Female preacher.
In Atlanta.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, if a guy gotta go 50-50, he's half of a man."
If a guy has to go 50-50, he's half of a man. All right, well.
That was video one. Let me
Listen.
listen. Well,
Turn your mic up some.
she didn't. She didn't say nothing from the scripture. She didn't say nothing from the Bible or anything. She just said that.
Yeah.
And then boom, video cut. But then now I said, let me check out the rest of the page, see if I see another video. I saw another video, and then the video was like, you can't be bashing men.
Why?
Who's saying that?
Or I was about to
The
pull
same
up.
preacher,
The same person?
the same preacher
Yeah.
can't be bashing them, and I'm like, hold on, wait.
Contradict
So-
her own story.
So when I tapped to see the title, it was on Father's Day. So I'm like, wait, hold on. So she bashed the guys on Father's Day.
So it's you're half of a man if you're paying half.
But the question is now, how is it not okay to do half? Not okay to do 50-50?
See,
But in the divorce, they want 50-50.
but see, here's the
Yeah.
main thing that they gotta understand again.
It's-
We was having a discussion about this, and I know a lot of people gonna be on the fence. You probably be on the fence, Deacon. And but we were having a discussion about this, and this actually came from Muta Baruka. And he was speaking on this, and he said he believes that the Bible is probably the worst thing that black people came in contact with. See how you got quiet? Yeah, you automatically, your brain automatically run to say blasphemy, right?
no.
Anything challenging the
About,
book,
Yeah.
people automatically feel like you're going against the higher.
It's like when you read some of the scripture, I may not be the dude out there telling you verse by verse in the Bible, but from reading personally, just sitting down and reading, laying on my bed and reading, find time early in the morning, sometime right now, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and all these time reading my Bible. I do that sometime 2 o'clock at night, 3, not to be saying, but I read my Bible. I'm not this person throwing out, oh, you should be Christian and God said and scripture. But there is so much in the Bible that
Which one you read more?
it just works for me.
Which one?
Meaning I've seen it and I just believe.
Which one you read more?
Okay.
Huh?
Which one you read?
I
more?
read a lot of Revelation. But
you
I
read more of the New Testament and not of the Old Testament.
I don't want to go off
Both
the
of
topic
them.
too much.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't want to go off the topic too much.
Cause
But
I was just gonna ask
no, the
that.
reason why I mentioned
I'm
that,
in
the
Revelation.
reason why I
right
mentioned
now.
that. Well, let me bring my man Nayad in the building.
What?
Cash out, baby, cash out, cash out.
No, yeah. No, I don't like. I don't like your pictures, bro. The text, it got to be more clear. Something wrong with the phone? Nah.
I know it's paid for.
Yeah.
Here we go. Give me
I
those.
was,
Give me
I
those.
was just doing, I was
Yeah.
just doing my job. I was doing my
Oxtail
job.
everybody tomorrow, baby.
What? I still for everybody?
Oxtail and goat. Oxtail
Yeah,
and
go.
goat.
Oh, shit.
The small. We ain't talking about the small. We talking about the large.
I'm gonna go up in there large for everybody. What?
And a big pan of rice and peas.
What's good? What's good?
Nah, but I just finished up a little work here. It just took a little bit longer than expected.
Okay, all right.
But we're good. We're good.
Yeah, man. We having this discussion on court system and the come up. I call that the come up. A quick come up at that. You know what I mean?
The court system, or you talking about the weapon?
court itself. Yeah, we're talking about the divorce situation that happened with Simon and Portia, and the final judgment that went down. So he got to pay. Well, first of all, ICE came and got him, so he's back home, Nigeria. Okay, and he feel like she tipped somebody off. So she's saying she didn't. He's saying
Ain't
it
got
looks
no-
suspect.
Ain't got the money.
And got the and got the house, and got the Rolls Royce.
Yeah, kept the Rolls
Okay.
Royce. So you
Kept-
know that thing. I think that's a little lottery ticket. I mean,
What?
Listen,
What? And no
think-
taxes came out of that lotto ticket at that. You know what I'm saying? Like taxes just keep coming in, not going out. It don't make sense. But this is what I was saying now. Going back to what IT was saying with the preacher, when the preacher said if a man is going in half, he's half a man. Now here's the thing with it. And this is why this is a destructive behavior in our community.
Yeah.
Every other community that you stick your head over. You remember Wilson from what was it that
Yes.
two time or some whatever it was. Was it Two Time?
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement.
Looks over the fence.
Wilson sticks his head up about that much over the fence, and he looks over. Hey neighbor, you see what he's seeing on the next side? Progress. Because as you look right now in all these black neighborhoods that ain't doing 50-50, and this one is getting the bag and everything is becoming gentrified, you've seen everybody else shifting in. You're shifting out. That's slowly what's happening because there's no 50-50 movement. You go in the Spanish neighborhoods, everyone is moving 50-50. No matter how many people's living in that house,
They put in
the transformation of the house will happen so much faster than the black neighbor that lives next door because what? They're working in unison.
Yeah.
50-50, quarter, one-third, whatever the amount is. The end result is progress. The goal is met.
I've
So
seen
when
it
you come with
firsthand.
that ideology about half a man, go kick rock somewhere and shut up.
I've
That don't
seen
make
it
no sense at
firsthand.
all.
Those Spanish folks, they'll have 5 and 6 people in one house.
Using that money paying the
But
mortgage.
you pass by the house
5 and
house
6,
looks immaculate.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I would give them the benefit of the doubt, and I guess we could say that's as far as the situation we're in now. A lot of them have the skills to do it themselves.
Yeah.
That's true too.
Yeah.
They're not paying somebody to, you know, I was just actually discussing this with my wife the other day. It's like they're not paying anybody to do the work. The
Right.
most that's coming out of their pocket is
Material.
material.
The labor.
Yeah.
The labor. So you're not paying for labor. They just doing the material. They doing
Yeah.
it one bit at a time. So that's our fault because as far as our people, because we don't have those skills,
Thanks, Socha.
you know,
And-
to go ahead and do that.
And see, here's another problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're perfectly correct with that. But here's the problem that comes about with that. And I've heard it with individuals and being out on the street and stuff too. Now, I got a different mindset for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that neighbor on one side. I'm gonna explain how the neighbor is on the following side. We're both on each side, and that Spanish guy's in the middle, right? That dude on the other side of the house, the east side of the house, he's looking over. Every day they out there doing something. It's like 5 of them. Why is there so many of them in there? Complaining all day, right?
Yeah.
Me, I'm on the west side of the house. You know what me I'm doing? I look over. Papi, what's up? What you doing there? Stucco, my friend. Stucco.
Yeah.
Word?
He's stuck on
How you do that?
Yeah.
Teach me how you do that. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to be here complaining about Papi. For what? I want to learn, Papi. I'll pay you. Show me how you do that. Reason being, I want the same results. I want the same results. We working in unison again. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to give you a perfect example. You will have some black contractors come give you an estimate. It's out the roof.
Yeah.
Out the roof. And here's the thing, you know what the value point is. So you know when it's out the roof, it's for no reason, right? Whether that contractor comes, look in the driveway, see what you got, came in your house, notice, you got bearskin rugs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. You know, he got a whole bear that's dead on the floor. You know? He got money. Something. So I'm gonna charge him extras. You got Papi come work with you.
Yeah.
All right, give me this, give me that. We'll do this. Give me a little bill on the edge. You know, work it out. You know.
Recently, we tested a dude, a contractor who do door and windows, and you know we know what to do, so swing the door and thing. And I just see the card. He gave me the card, and don't know. And I just asked the dude how much to put on a door, a front door. Dude was saying about 1,300 to put on a door.
Yeah.
Because its establishment is a little bit big. You know what I say?
Yeah.
A lot of doors
Yeah.
he have and a lot of windows, so
Yeah.
he do some big work. 1,300 to swing a door.
This is just one door?
Yeah.
The doors
Okay.
included? I hope
No,
so.
the door was gonna be bought at Home Depot, and he's just gonna come and take
Put it
out
on.
the frame.
He just framed the frame.
Take out the frame and push in the frame. And I'm saying $1,300, and he sound just like me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem.
Jamrock.
I know. That's why I don't mess with them.
I said 13. I'll call you, bro.
They're the worst
Yeah, I don't
ones.
mess with them. I hate to say that. That's my people, but
They're the worst
yeah,
ones.
worst ones. They're
That
worst
sound
ones.
like
Crazy,
I try to get a electrical work from my mom's house. Needed to redo the electrical work. The guy come in and said, "Oh, yeah, it's gonna be about $10,000." What?
I don't know.
Building a whole panel.
10 grand.
You got a transformer in the back of your house? Got to
I
be.
mean,
You see what I'm saying? The dude
He had to rewire. He had to rewire a lot of stuff because it's from an old house, but it's not 10 grand.
No.
I should be no more about 2 grand, 25 most.
I even give it 3.
With the tariff and everything now, yeah, maybe 3.
Yeah, maybe.
Because the 2 grand I'm talking about was probably about 10 years ago. So yeah, probably about 3 now.
Yeah, but it's crazy though. What the dude says. 1,300 just put on a door. You're crazy, man.
But again, this is the main problem that we're having. When you're telling someone they're less of a man for contributing, I don't even need to hear that retard. You understand? It's people like that is what's killing our neighborhoods. This mentality that's keep going on, and unfortunately, the seeds that are being planted in a lot of the females' head nowadays is what's damaging everything. Also,
it's crazy out here because even the situation where females are saying, if a dude says, "Oh, I like a natural girl," natural hair, just being yourself, normal. The females are saying, "Oh, you see a dude say that is just a cheap dude. They're cheap. They don't want you to pay for nails and hairs and all these things. If a dude say he likes a girl this way, it's just putting off something that he
Yo,
doesn't want to spend for that.
All right, so majority of us around is about the same age group, right? Except IT. So,
Damn.
well, I'm not too sure, but
He's not a
Nayad,
YN,
I'm
but
not
he's a-
gonna bring you up in
Yeah.
our era. So I'm assuming you're around close by,
almost so.
right? But
You know, we about the same. We
so
in the same
you're
group.
closely, in the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We was all on the same play field, around. So
Yeah.
the thing what I'm saying right now is I don't remember any verbal contracts being given at birth when every one of us dropped on this planet Earth that said, I am obligated for hair, nails, and all the bullshit that come with it just to stand next to you and just to say that we're one or something like that. When last a female gave me some money to go get my hair cut?
Not every girl need all of us
But I'm just saying,
to look pretty, man.
who told anyone that we are obligated to doing that? And if you don't do that, you're less of a man for not doing that.
Yeah.
Keyword is
Like-
obligated.
Okay. What contract was signed? What blood oath or anything that came about when we dropped on this planet Earth that said, yo, this is what it is. Since you breathed, here's the contract. Like, I never got that. And I ain't signing that if I did get it. I'm not obligated to nobody to be paying nothing for nobody but me and whoever I decide I want to pay it for.
Yeah.
I put it like this. If I do it for my mother and I do it for my sister, niece, aunt, then whoever come, yeah, you can get it too. But if I'm not even doing it for them, you ain't getting it either. And I don't care who want to say whatever about being cheap and blase blah. Those females are on the top of my list until that particular female comes into my life. Then she'll get placed on that totem pole.
Yeah.
But I remember when I was younger, some of my homeboys used to be out there for all the New Yorkers. They used to be in the Coliseum and all these different places out in Brooklyn and in Albee Square Mall and all these different places buying all these jewelry, right? Then the females would break up with them and they keep it up, right?
Mm.
And these dudes is like, oh man, she got the earrings and everything. She kept everything. And you used to always say to them, yo, why you keep buying them? You bought your mom's a bracelet or something yet? Nah. So then how a female you just met, you gave her
All that.
something like that. You tripping. I'm not doing that. Like if I know that I could give my mother or I gave my mother, yeah, there's no problem. I'll give you one too.
Mm.
But if I know I couldn't even afford it for my mom and I didn't even give her one to say my appreciation, I'm not giving nobody that just, sorry, not happening.
So the question, the real question is that why is it that women can evolve, but men are supposed to have these 1940s and 50s values, which is back in those days, the man is supposed to do this, the man is supposed to do that. But
You're supposed to
the
work
women
from sun
can
up to sundown.
you're supposed to work from sun up to sundown, and everything that you work, you're supposed to take it out your pocket and give it to
Drop
your
it.
wife,
Right.
and boom.
Yeah.
Cause she at the house cleaning.
And then they don't, and then
They're
they
all
don't clean. They don't clean. They don't cook.
See?
Man,
Ones now.
man,
See,
we are old.
You know why? You know why all this is going on?
We're old.
Because a bus went in a big circle in what do you call that? In the cul-de-sac, picked up all the simps and drove them back into town and dropped them off because it's Simpville. There's too many simp men out here nowadays. There's not enough real men out here now that's standing up and saying something. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You know what I hear more than anything else?
That's not a real man.
I don't want to piss her off.
That's not a real dude, man.
It's either that or that bullshit that they had from way back with that happy life, happy wife. I don't know who came up with that garbage.
No, that's crazy.
Okay? But that whole situation there, that's the reason why everything is, we're still in caveman time. Okay? We're still in caveman time, meaning that for us, it's not the unga bunga and we banging over heads. It's just the fact that they want us to stay in that zone
It's the era
where we just don't say nothing. Just sit there and give me.
We're supposed to be
You know
monkeys.
what I'm saying?
We're supposed to be monkeys and not evolve.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just sit there and give me. So now going back to the Portia situation, again, what judge in his right mind? And I wish I had, at first, originally I said I was going to go study law. Maybe I should have done that. Boy, I wish I was a judge. God damn. What? You work? Nah, I don't work, Your Honor. I have a lifestyle to maintain. Word.
Yeah, we hear that a lot. We hear that a lot.
I got to hit it with the New York. I wouldn't even keep it professional. So let me get an understanding. So you've been on a couple of reality shows and stuff, right? Yeah. So where's the money from that? Oh, I blew it on Your Honor. It's all gone. Okay. So you bad with finances as well? Yeah. You know how to cook? Nah. Clean? Nah. We have maids for that. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know what you get? 0. You came in with that. Your ass leave with that, my man. You good? You can go. Go enjoy life.
So she's
not getting nothing.
So
no.
she did a prenup. And
No, he
did a prenup.
And then it's paper. Done.
Okay.
When I was getting divorced, I asked the lawyer about that. And they said,
Oh, they didn't what you call the prenup? They just threw the prenup out?
She won the case. So I guess because he got dipped. Maybe that was the big game plan.
Maybe that's the situation.
Let's get him deported again.
He's not here, so.
But then here's the deal: 40,000 a month. Was it 40 or 47? 40,000 or whatever. 40, 47? 40, right? 40,000 a month he got to pay her.
But she's the wife, so everything becomes her if he's deported.
Or what wife? What? He ain't been with him long enough to be getting no 40 stacks a month.
Man, as long as that paper is signed,
look,
bro.
40.
It's dangerous. That paper.
40,000 a month. She gets to stay in the home at least, I believe, for 3 years. After 3 years, oh, my bad. Also, I forgot. He has to pay all the bills, the utilities. Got to pay that too. I totally forgot about that too. He got to pay.
But he's not.
Did she have a kid from him?
Huh?
Did she have a baby from him?
No.
She's
yeah, she did. My bad. It's in the garage. It's called a Rolls Royce. My bad. I forgot.
So she's not paying. She's not paying for school or nothing like that. Clothes. This is just for her lifestyle.
This is her lifestyle. $7 million home she gets to kick up in. Go out to the garage, press the button, and the door opens for all the rows. She go down to Peachtree or go down to, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you chilling. You know what I'm saying?
But automatically, if she's the wife.
What's the mall out there in Atlanta again? I just lost my trader card. Huh? Lennox Mall. She's going to be up in Lennox, just chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Automatically, everything goes to her because she's the wife.
She has some Goonies from New York just waiting them.
And I'm sure she's not gonna keep hold on to that house.
What? She can't.
Kind of maintenance for
she
the
can't.
house.
She gonna live it up for the.
If they saying no, you gotta pay.
Well, she ain't got to worry about nothing for the next 3 years, homie. Like, I think that the 40,000. My bad. The 40,000. She got a time period on that. I forgot what it was.
What is that? Spousal
That would equal the like spousal support, which you only get a certain amount of months or whatever on that. But the utilities, so I figure it like this. He probably at the end of everything, because I know that the high utility is gonna be the grounds, the light, possibly water. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, depending on the square footage and all that, how many bathrooms, how many of her friends is living there. I know her moms and all of them is up in there chilling. so stay rounded off and say homie paying probably about 55,000 a year, right? That's $100,000 and too much
for maintenance,
for the bills and her payment.
Okay. Oh.
That's 100,000 in 2 months. You're looking at, okay? You tell me now how that makes sense.
But he's what?
He does petroleum. He does petroleum. I mean, he got some money. But I don't know how deep his money go if you get deported and all that. He calling Trump by a little nickname, Trumpy.
Yeah?
Yeah, he called him Donnie or something,
Wow.
retarded stuff like that.
Yeah.
So apparently you know people. You know how I go with rich people. They all know each other somewhere on. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, ICE came and got you, so you're out of here. Now, the big question I'm posing, Nayad and everybody, yo, would you pay? If you back in Nigeria right now, and they telling you 50,000 a month.
Western Union don't send.
Nah, man.
Okay.
You can't send too much money to Western Union.
You probably can.
And
I mean,
he's gonna say,
well,
well,
the rich people wire. They wire. They don't Western Union, which
so
the Western Union to them is like you putting money on the pigeons back and sending them off. Okay?
maybe you can do it in Naira. Send it that money.
Nah, he asking if you could
Send the money.
You got change?
Nah, it's all on the floor now.
What Nigerian money is what? Naira they call it?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Naira?
Lyra, whatever it is.
Naira.
I think it's Naira or something like
I
that.
send
yeah.
a billion Naira.
Yo, see, I am not opposed to anyone that's looking for love, want to get married, but trust me, if you didn't find that person or if you don't know that person from back then, preferably in the 90s, if you got the 2000, you got a little safe, you start going into the 2016s and up, it's a bad shape situation going on right there. There's no cooking, there's no cleaning, there's none of that. You know what I'm saying?
You door dashing.
You door dashing all day. You know what I'm saying? That's it. There's a permanent dent in your couch where that person sits all the time because they just bonding that shit out all day. You know what I'm saying? For the old school heads that know the bond. Q, you know bonbons?
No.
Let's
What do
see.
you mean by that?
Nah, man.
Females used to eat these little ice cream little things called bonbons, and there's all the little fancy dancy pop bonbons. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Not.
No, it's not a snack really, but it's a high end delicatessen ice cream chocolate situation. But again, nothing against anyone getting married, but when you have end results like this, would that really motivate me now to go out there after I got to get up every day and bust mine and then roll the dice with something like that? After I saw something like this, and you're talking about somebody that has less money than these millionaires and billionaires or whatever, you think look at Bezos. It's a little different for Bezos, but look at Bezos. Bezos was with his wife for what, 20 maybe, 17 to 20, something like that.
Yeah.
So I can understand.
Yeah.
But again,
but that's one.
she's saying she put her life on hold.
That was one of the smoothest.
I don't know if she was putting anything in them books. You know, them markers that you put in the books. Was she doing that for the first Amazon when it was just books? I don't know. Was she organizing files for him? I don't know.
But it wasn't a fight though.
No fight.
It
Shorty's
was
got
smooth.
up. He said, this is his exact word. He said she got up one day and said, she's bored. She's bored. He's like, what do you mean she's bored? Oh, I want a different life. I'm bored. So he's like, okay, we can do things. This is while Amazon was doing well. You know what I'm saying? Before he met the Spanish female he's with now. So, because a lot of people thinking that, oh, he just cheated.
Yeah.
And this is him saying what happened. She came, she want this. Then she pulled out and said, no, I want half.
Yeah.
So he's thinking in his head, damn, I'm just starting this. Let me see what I could do.
Does she
smooth things out with her.
Getting from him because the kids.
Oh, she got points.
She got
Shares in it.
Cheers, and the kids too.
She's a billionaire.
She's good. He ain't got to give her $1. She's straight.
But
she got half his money in the property
And
the shares in it.
No, but what he said, but regardless of what, everybody keeps saying that he got it back. Nah.
I know. I'm saying, like, yo, it just kind of hurts. You know, you're looking at your thing, you're like, yeah, I got
this, but I could have had that.
248 billion.
Billion.
The messed up part is that when that divorce happened, I think he was the richest man in the world. He had like
Yeah,
At
he
the
was.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
he was like 60 something billion, and then she took half of that. Boom, 30 something.
But that's
So
what
I
I
think-
was watching. I was reading the interview, and he said at the time he was saying,
Life is
damn,
crazy, man.
let me see what I can do to smooth it over with her
Why you doing
so it
with
don't
so
go
much
to that.
money?
So he went, got marital counseling. He tried to go on trips, try to make life. So she came back again.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm bored. Yo, I just want. So he was like, you know what?
When
At this point,
R. Kelly said,
regardless of what I do,
when a woman
I'm gonna
said,
end up back here anyway. So he was like, you know what? Cut my ties. You want to
Yeah.
bounce? Go ahead and bounce. Talk to his lawyer. His lawyer was able to work it out where she got a little under a half, small under a half. You know what I'm saying?
That small is still a bill.
And then they worked it out where she got the shares
got the shares.
and everything. But he was saying, yo, this is crazy. 30-something bill. And she don't, what's she doing right now? She'll do nothing right now. She just living life. I think she had a new man or something at one
No.
point or something. I don't even know.
But he moves on, so
But
you can't blame
no,
her for
but
that.
the point again is when you consistently see situations like this going on, you're getting up every day, you're working. That person is still living. When someone is saying, oh, I have to live the lifestyle.
I know the internet said something different.
With what? Bezo? I'm just telling you what he said in the interview. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely
What
it's
is-
definitely a deterrent because it's like, what's the purpose?
What's the purpose?
I'm gonna lose whatever or work for half or whatever it is. They're always gonna give that judgment to
To the female.
the female. Now I know if you have children, it's like, all right, whatever they need,
Yeah.
fine. But if it's just them, it's like, I mean, wait a minute, we supposed to be splitting up, and you still want me to take care of you, but we splitting up. That don't make no sense.
Made no
Why
sense.
I gotta take care of you when we splitting up? Again, if we have children, yeah, I'm gonna make sure the kids is good. Yada yada yada.
You gotta find out these things.
But like you said, it's a deterrent for any man. And here's the thing. Anytime when we had the first barbershop event where we had an open forum, a lot of females, they came. It's like, yo, you sound very, very hurt or very
Yeah.
angry.
When
you sound very
when dudes talk like that, that's the first thing comes up in a female mind. You are hurt. You're hurting, and all these things.
and I'm looking at a lot of the females that was in the room.
Understand, bro?
And when they come up and they're like, yo,
It's not no hurt.
I'm just being honest with you. You sound like you're not over it yet, and this and that. And you're looking at them like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, shorty,
Yeah.
trust me when I tell you, I am good.
Yeah.
I'm just not one of these bros that's just gonna sit here and just take it. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you what it is. If you don't like it, that's on you. But at the end of the day, am I right or am I wrong? If you dispute it, we can debate all day.
When you talk about your experience, a lot of people feel it's hurt. It's not hurt.
Let me tell you something.
See,
Part of it is
this
hurt.
is
I'll
me.
be honest with you.
I'm
Part
getting-
of it is
I'm
hurt.
getting-
It's a
I'm
hurt when
getting-
my money ain't with me. So I'll tell you that. Part of it is hurt. When I see my money jump out my pocket and start walking down the street, I'm like, hey, where you going? He's like, I don't like that. I don't. I know how hard I work. I want my money to stay next to me. Walk with me and hold my hand. Let's go. I don't like that.
I don't know how people think, long people think you should take to get over stuff. But when you talk about certain things, people always be saying
That you're hurt.
females.
That you're hurt.
Oh, he's hurt, man. She damaged him. She you just speak in your mind.
Yo, it's just
And
like
this is the thing, you must be shut down after that.
But look,
Don't
it's
talk.
just like anything else in life. If I see a dude, and I use this all the time, there was some young boys at my job, and I made the same analogy.
It's an old boy thing, man.
Nah,
Oh,
because one dude that I work with, cool dude, but stop repeating the same process that's going to give you the outcome that you know is going to give you. I'm not putting the bullets in the pow and have someone pointing it at me. If you're going to work, go to work with the intention to be the greatest that you can be and do your best, that your name is attached to it, that when you leave this place, even if they want to put mud on your name, they can't. Your work is always going to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
So the problem with it now, if I see you go down the street with 5 or 6 gold chains on, and there's a whole crew of gang members sitting down on the next block waiting on you, and you go down in between after you can see them, and you know they're gonna rob you, but you just try to be macho or whatever, and I'm sitting there and I watch that. Why would I now decide I'm gonna walk down the same path after I saw that? First thing I'm doing is tucking, turning, and walking in the opposite direction. It's no different with this. If there's so many of these things, I read an article that they spoke about. And again, let me put it out there one more time, because this is not just for females, this is male and females. But unfortunately, due to the outcome that comes out in the courtrooms all the time, this particular article and what the topic is females right now. A female right now, the game that's being played is wealth, generational wealth, or building a wealth factor in a short period of time. How do you obtain that? Marriages. I know one dude that said he know a female, she just constantly getting married to dudes, wait it out, divorce, get the house. So he got 4 houses.
At least she ain't killing them.
Hold up. Because on the tail end of this, there's a reason why on the tail end, I'm going to speak on something else. So you have that situation that's going on. I've heard stories of there was an older gentleman that married a young girl, older dude. Dude had to be, I don't know, maybe at the time, maybe around his late 70s, going into his 80s, married a young girl in her 40s or something like that. Had a farm. Man worked all his life to get the farm, worked all his life to get it going and everything. And then now she decided, I'm not happy. She pulled a Bezo on him. Dude go to the court. Court say, yo, yeah, you got to sell the farm.
Sell your phone.
Dude saying, nah, come on, man. They got to be something else. You know how long, I worked all my life to save the money to get this. Now I got it. Now you want me to sell it? Yo, got so bad the man is crying in court, begging, can they do something different? Please. She didn't work for none of this. She's sitting there just rubbing her hand like, come on, man, just cash out. Cash out.
Crazy.
Not understanding how hard this man worked. The judge, nah, you just got to sell it. Got to get over it. Got to sell it. Right. The man got supposed to sign a piece of paper. The man refused to sign the paper. They throw him in jail. His daughter got to come tell him, Dad, just go ahead and sign the paper. It's not even worth it. Your health is in jeopardy. However you do it, however you hold out, when you get out still, you still got to sign it. So regardless of what, this man's health is going down because his brain is moving at 100 miles an hour on rewinding his life and seeing how hard he had to work to get up to this point. And in an instance, it got wiped out. This individual that claimed they love you, because this is another thing you got to pay attention to. Oh, I love you. Oh, yeah, I love you. Posting this, love that. Posting that, love this. And then tomorrow, it turned to that. You love somebody, you ain't supposed to have somebody. If you know you didn't really work for something, work something out. If you felt for the time that you was here, it's just worth 20 grand, tell the man, yo, go take a loan out. Give me 20 grand. You can give me 5 each, 5, 5, 5, 2, 2, 2, whatever. Right? No. I want whatever the farm is worth. I want half of that. So now I can go off and live my life and not work, because the problem is a lot of people just don't want to work anymore. So how do you get over this? See the end result now? I don't know if anyone saw the situation that happened recently with that couple that was on Facebook. And it's happening a lot lately now with married couples and different things where it turns to unaliving And
Nobody deserves that.
people are not
it's crazy.
understanding how serious this situation is.
Yeah.
Marriage nowadays is not a game situation. This whole better for worse, richer for poorer, they don't want to hear none of that. You see them now, a lot of them are probably not even saying it.
Yeah, a lot of pastors don't.
They
use
just
it
skip.
anymore.
Kiss. Go get that wedding dress, whatever, get the cake, eat the
Yeah.
cake anime, and go home. You know what I'm saying? Because that part don't really matter no more. No one cares. That's just like passe. Better or worse. I've seen it personally. I go to weddings for better. No worse, just better.
Yeah, that's
You're like,
been
what?
happening. That's been happening too.
So what happened when homie gets sick or when she gets sick?
Some pastors don't say it, you know.
What happened if somebody got to get changed and all those stuff? Because that comes in the mix too.
Move on.
Okay. Who was it? Somebody recently got sick that I know. Damn, I'm trying to remember. Can't remember right now. But somebody I know recently got sick and their spouse said, I did not sign up for this. I'm out. That quick.
Yeah.
Okay? That quick. So this is the thing why I'm saying to people now. It's not the fact for females. I want you to get a full understanding. This is not female bashing or anything. This is not for the good ones. It's just to understand that there are some scrupulous people that's out here
Yeah, you gotta be
that are just sitting on that branch or that electrical wire
you gotta
like a
be-
bunch of
yeah,
vultures.
You gotta be open about it. And if you don't talk about it, but if you talk about it, you're hurt from previous.
So what
Yeah,
men
it's
got to do now?
Crazy.
Do we have to man cave up and
Shut
talk
up.
amongst ourselves?
Shut up and talk to your dude. Don't let females hear what your point of view. on
No,
these
but I think they
things.
do need to hear it because
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
unfortunate part of
saying.
it,
It has to be said.
you got to go back home.
Yeah.
See all them little simp dudes that don't want to. Oh, I don't want to upset. I don't want her to hear me. I don't want
Yeah.
this. Let's go out the house. Let's go down the street and
Yeah.
all this stuff. Nah, she
Yeah.
need to hear it. And if she can't understand it, understand that these are red flags.
Yeah, remember Pops died from that.
These are red flags.
I don't want a problem.
Right.
Just say whatever they say. Just go
I
along
wish the
with
camera
it.
could zoom in. Yo, there's a lot of dudes that hurt. Their chest is hurting right now. They can't breathe right because what? They don't have the balls and the cojones right now to say what they really want to say.
Yeah, anything we say.
They tell you born a man, die a man. You understand me?
Yeah, we grew up on that.
So if you don't understand that portion of it, yo, I don't take nothing from females being feminine. Love that. Be you.
Yeah.
But don't come into my world and tell me how to rock. Don't tell me how to live. Don't tell me what to do. I don't bother you and I don't tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's just something where people got to understand that,
Stop talking about you don't get over shit.
huh?
People.
Yeah, respectfully.
I was watching the video. I was like, no, I just do this to do this. Respect.
Nah, because
Yeah, we
again,
gotta do it respectfully,
for the
man.
couple that passed away, here's the bad part about it. The kids,
Yeah.
the family, all these different things.
Yeah.
Because again, red flags were flying at high mass. When you watch the video of them just interacting with each other and you hearing all the dysfunctional things that are going on, the cheating, I think they caught herpes, all these different things that are going on,
Yeah.
sleeping around, the cheating and all these different things. And the problem with it,
Doesn't
they
make
got
sense.
family members and friends that are not holding them accountable.
Yeah.
You know how many of them are around? You got a
Wait a
couple of
minute,
birds.
I missed that story. Which one is this one?
A Facebook Live where it was a young guy, I forgot what his name is right now, but him and his wife, he came on and he was talking about his journey with his wife and how, you know, he caught herpes from her.
And these things you gotta
And throughout
go so
the video and everything, the two of them, at first when you watch it, I thought it was like someone just mocking or joking because she's laughing throughout the whole thing and mocking him on certain things, but then at a certain point you can see homie is starting to take it different. He's like, yo, if you don't chill, you're not gonna leave this room. You're not gonna leave this room.
And it was
And-
live.
Yeah.
She said something.
And she said, you want to stab me or something like that or something, and
One thing triggered him.
and That was it.
Yeah, nobody.
And then now
deserve
he was
that.
running in 5-0s after him, and then he unalived himself. So the kids,
It's,
And he unalived himself after that?
because I mean,
he know the consequence.
but again, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
He knows what
The
he
problem
has done.
with it, here's the problem. I don't want to get involved.
She don't deserve it.
You hear that all the time? I don't want to get involved, right? Somebody got to get involved. I had a discussion with a friend of mine the other day, and she said, well, that's a delicate thing. Some people just don't want to get it. I said, hold up. Whoa, let me stop that.
Yeah.
There was an incident where I was involved in something with someone,
It's a true friend.
and yeah. And I saw something with an individual that was connected to that person. And I had to tell that individual, yo, I'm going to give you an opportunity to come clean on the situation. If not, I'm going to go tell the individual what the deal is. But I'm going to give you the opportunity to say whatever, man to man. If you don't, eventually I'm going to have to. The reason being, that's my best friend.
You know,
So at the end of the day,
snitch.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want.
Say it, yeah.
He can say whatever he want. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's a respect level for that individual. That individual that I know comes first.
Yeah.
I don't have no obligation to homie.
Yeah.
So if I see he's doing that person wrong,
Yeah.
what kind of friend would I be now if I
Right-
see it
right
and I
along.
gotta just say, well, I'm not snitching,
Yeah.
And
I'm
then-
not saying anything.
and then something else happens, or the
Yeah.
person has some STD or a certain, you understand what I'm saying? You could prevent things. The family members or her girlfriends, his homies, everyone should have stepped in at a certain point and said, look, this is dysfunctional all the way across the board. Now, you can't force nobody to do anything, but you can at least intervention to say, look, figure something out because you're constantly cheating. If you're
Yeah.
constantly cheating, something's off. You either not feeling that person or you want to be in the streets. If you want to go be in the streets and stop trying to be a homemaker then.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen. Everyone, I don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
I don't want to. You're involved already, regardless of
Yeah.
what. If you saw it, if you saw that person coming out the house, you're involved.
Yeah. I confront a friend of mine before, you know, dude,
Mm-hmm.
because I see within the person how she was focused on him,
Mm-hmm.
and man to man, he was slipping.
Mm-hmm.
And I confront him like, you know, as a virgin and
Mm.
say, yo,
Don't mess it
with
up.
This. No, this is good. Don't mess it up.
Mm.
Yeah. Don't mess it up.
He got mad at you?
No.
Oh, okay.
But the thing when you stay away from certain things.
Oh, because you have
why
some
people
fools
say-
that'll take it different.
some people with some dudes, if it's a dude, they will say, oh,
Mm.
you know, oh yeah, watch my female, so you know, but he never did that, you know.
But then again, here's
Shout
the
out
thing.
to Cowboy.
But here's the thing.
That's
but
my
here's the
guy.
thing, though.
That's my boy.
In a situation like that, if one of your brethren did come back at you that way, that's something you got to reevaluate as far as saying the ignorant portion of that individual.
Yeah,
Should that person be in your circle anymore?
yeah. You know that dude turned out good because they got 2 kids now, and I was telling him that before kids, you know, and they're cool still.
So I'm gonna leave everybody with this one thing, and this one quote here hit me real hard when I heard it. I even said I might get it tattooed in. I like it. This came from Nipsey Hussle, and he said, "If you're not inspired by the people in your circle, then you're in a cage." You understand what I'm saying? If every day you just getting up, but you're not inspiring each other to keep going and come up with new ideas, do this, do that, strive to be better and get to the next level. If you're just sitting there with people that just have you at ground level, you need to look around and figure out who's in your circle. And it's either you're comfortable with that circle or you need to change that circle. Don't complain to nobody 10 years from now when you're still on the same block. I see that. I had discussion with people the other day about that. They say, yo, in New York, why is it 10, 15 years later, you go back, these dudes are still in the same spots? No inspiration. I'm not saying that for
They're-
anybody,
They're hearing the same voice.
but it's the same thing. They get up, it's a routine. They go to the corner store, they smoke some weed, drink some liquor, do whatever retarded stuff they do, go to work, come back home, the day starts again.
Yeah.
There's no one saying, yo, dog, put that down for a minute and let's focus on blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but something digging me in my head, like the couple on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
that unalive, they're
Mm-hmm.
unalive.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody deserves that. She
No,
doesn't deserve it.
no. Regardless,
The
again,
dude doesn't
No.
deserve it. But this where I'm going back with this is the same situation where if you speak up, you're hurt or you're this or that.
Mhm.
If you're coming from somewhere.
mhm,
But if you don't speak up, you gather all that thing inside you until it
till
explodes.
you snap.
You got and it's just the situation with people now. You can't find that person you can put your confidence in, because what I normally say, if you're coming to me with something saying, don't say nothing to nobody about it. It can be good. Don't tell nobody.
Well, what Bob said. What Bob said.
Bob is an expert.
Huh?
A lot. That's what I'm saying. I'm going here. Bob said a lot. That is, you gotta
Well,
look
no,
at, you know.
specifically on what you just said. He said, yo, your best friend could be your worst enemy. And your
Yes.
worst enemy,
Could be
your best friend.
It
Just
for-
is what it is.
For real.
Because who? He knows all your secrets.
Yeah. Maybe that dude could, if he had confidence in somebody, everything that was going on, he could pour that out.
No, it's a simple
And get
process. But because again,
confidence.
but it's a simple
But he's
process.
just bubbling within
The
him.
problem with it, with a lot of people,
But dudes must not talk.
is the mere fact that one, they feel that they're joined at the hip at this individual or whatever. Yo, if you're in a dysfunctional situation where every day you guys are arguing, you're catching person cheating, you caught STDs, like what else you need? Like what else you need to understand? Like, yo, this ain't the right person. And even if you have kids, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're gonna raise a dysfunctional child in a dysfunctional situation. So somebody gotta be the one to stand up and be like, yeah, I am out. That's why I said,
STD. Oof.
yo, herpes at that. You don't
That
come
shit
back from
don't-
herpes.
That shit don't go away.
You don't come back from herpes.
And
So-
it hurt, too.
So, yeah, herpes said he got herpes. Q said it hurts.
No.
Yeah, nah.
No, my
How
mind,
you know that?
my mind.
I wish you had a Diddy. I wish you had a Diddy thing that could pop up.
I beg your pardon.
No, I'm just this thing with the unalive
Yeah.
couple on Facebook. It just sits with me, bro.
It's a lot of that going on.
It sits with me.
It's a lot of that going on. Another one happened
What
recently.
bring it to that point?
Yeah, a
What
day or
bring
two
it
ago
that
too.
point, man?
Because again, when you reach, and another thing for females, when something's going, please don't egg on the person. Don't poke the bear. Leave the bear alone. Walk away and just leave it. You got these females that are,
Yeah.
and you, just leave them alone. Let them breathe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let them breathe.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna turn out bad when you keep poking the bear. Just leave him and let him be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
For some reason, you can't be human. I can't hit the female. No.
you can't. Yo, you know what? Hey, before we go,
I see that today.
you know what I want to do? I really want to do this. Yo, anybody out there, if you know a little simp that live on your block, he's in your family, anything like that, I want to get a show where it's like men on one side and these simp dudes on the other side, right? And then we put a topic in the middle of the table.
There's no more simple.
There's no more simps.
They're just earth dudes. Earth.
Oh, hurt.
Yeah. They're just dudes that.
I thought he said earth. Yo, Diane, I thought he was talking about tree huggers or something, man. He said earth.
There's just dudes that's just
Listen.
earth. You know?
I thought he said they hugging the earth or something.
You see what I'm saying?
Uh,
They're
Oh,
not simps.
They hurt.
They're just going through stuff.
Hurt. Nah, I mean, listen, I would love to have that discussion because I would like to really, really get in the minds. So if anybody out there, please, if you know a few simps that need some sort of, let's have that discussion.
I really body sims on this.
All right, put it like this. If you know anyone now that is afraid to talk to their wife, their girlfriend, or anything of that nature, don't have no say in their house, gotta ask if they can eat or take lunch or anything like that. I know a dude that had to call his wife before he used a charge card to buy lunch. Tripping. You working? You out your mind. Yeah, I'm about to buy some McDonald's, just letting you know. Like, what?
For real.
Yeah, I'm dead ass.
Now, what triggered that? Now, was he that bad with money where she had to be on top of him like that?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think it was that. She just bossy.
It doesn't matter, bro.
Nah.
If he's bad on money,
Trust me.
and he's working,
That
putting
dude,
that money on the card.
I've been on multiple trips with that dude. This is one of them dudes that, the dude go hunting and all that stuff there. So he ain't spending money on nothing. He making deer meat and all that in the hotel room and all.
Living on the grid.
Yeah, like he's money wise, he don't want to spend nothing. Period. I've been out with this dude before at restaurants and he's sitting there. I'm like, you gonna eat? Nah, I'm good. And his start. You hear his belly go. You're like, this guy had to get something, man. I'll pay for you. All right, cool. Let me get the lobster. You're like, what?
But Nick said if he's financially bad with money, but it can't be so deep.
Nah, some I can understand if it's that, but
yeah, nothing for your girl to guide you.
But at the end of the
day,
day,
good guidance, take it.
I heard his wife on the phone barking. Yo, did you just stop and buy something on the? He's like, yeah, I had to get lunch. Yo, I told you before, you do not buy anything without letting me know first. So he's there like, all right, okay, all right, I'll let you know. No problem. I'm looking at him like, man, I can kick this dude right out the car while we, you know what I'm saying?
No, a situation like that would send me to the ER.
First of all,
high blood pressure.
Listen.
Was this a Caribbean man or an American?
Nah, it's Caucasian dude. So, and I'm like, listen, I had to tell him, I'm like, listen, I don't know how you do it. I'm doing it. Because first of all, one, it's a difference if you're in your own home and she's barking like that, but she know we're on a road trip. It's a bunch of us in the vehicles. She barking so loud we can hear everything clearly.
But you can't
put the radio on.
But you can't be asking it. It's a Caribbean dude. I'm not.
Listen.
Oh, it's in our community too, and we don't know.
No, I mean it's not as bad because most Jamaican men, boy, or Caribbean men.
Yeah, this Jamaican stuff.
Well, those born Jamaicans is a little different.
He said, "Listen, we're gonna hear."
Listen.
Go ahead.
I'm Jamaican too, born too, so I already know. Yeah. Woman say, "What? Can't spend money? What? What? What do you mean? There's all kind of what? Who y'all? What? You know how that goes."
Yeah. But the born Jamaicans now is a little different. These newbies, they're different. Born Jamaicans is different. Huh?
You mean the ones?
Nah, you don't count, man. You don't count. Cool. You've been grandfathered in for years now. You all right. We talk about the other ones, man. You know, yeah. You know how you know the born Jamaicans and stuff? When they don't eat the whole, when you got the chicken, you eat everything damn near down to the bone and everything too. Them dudes that eat everything, that they leave all that meat around the chicken and they put it to the side. You're a born Jamaican. That's what it is. You don't understand that. Eat all of that. What you doing? Don't waste it. Them ones is the one we talking about that be simping out. That's what we talking about.
Don't eat fish with the head on it.
Like, ew, what is that?
Bro, you eating that fish, bro, with the head on
it? That's how you know you got to stamp him. Born Jamaican right there.
Yeah,
Jamaican. So again, anyone out there that do know somebody that needs some sort of guidance to come back in the real world where all the men are at, please reach out. Please, I definitely want to do a show like that. Or if any one of them that feel like they got some voice right now for us to say why they're the way they are, send them this way, please. I want to put something together. So again, on the marriage portion right now, I'm good. Q?
I would.
Question mark. You would?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good for you. IT. He's silent, so I know he's a ghost.
You know, I'm
So I know, again, yeah, I'm not really good at rolling dice. So for me, I'll stay out of that arena. I'm good. I'm never say never, but
Yeah.
for now, I'm straight. Naiad, you're out of this. I ain't even asking you nothing, but
Mister. Why is he
listen.
laughing like that?
nah, he good. So I ain't gotta ask him now.
Yeah,
He's straight.
yeah.
He good. So in closing now, what I would tell everybody out there is we have a few things in the workings right now. We will post it as time goes forward. It's possible. Not saying not yet, but there's some possibilities that I want to definitely. I put it in the air to put a fruition situation to hold a second annual live at the barbershop open forum.
Yeah.
So
And also,
God's being. So
and also, for what would we talk about tonight?
mm,
For what we talk about tonight, and it looks like it's a dude thing.
that's not.
For the females,
I love my females.
if you want to speak up just like how you think,
Mhm.
we are speaking up about our situation. Nothing
That's
is
it.
wrong if you just come on and let us know what's up.
Love
What-
my female audience,
what's your
man. Love every one of
disagreement?
them. They know it's nothing
Yeah.
but respect all
Yeah.
day. But it's
If there are disagreement tonight, just let us know and let us talk about it.
it's conversation, it's debate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but everyone, I want to thank everyone for joining us. Yo, my man So Chill all day, every day.
Family for life.
Family for life, man. Everybody on the West Coast, Jamaica, up north, Atlanta. All my peoples out there in St. Louis, my mans and them in Chicago. Rest of them heads up in Detroit.
Yeah, this week or last week was Khalil's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday, family.
Happy birthday, Khalil.
Yeah.
Yes, family. Cuzzo, yes, thank
Happy
you.
birthday, man.
So yeah, with all that, I want to thank everyone for joining us. You can find us on all the platforms, live at the barbershop every Friday nights, 9 p.m. Be there or be square. But please go out in the world and be somebody. Or be like Portia and go get that dough.
Give me the loop. Give me the loop. All right, everybody.
You ain't gonna get no Rolls Royce though, I'll tell you that.
See you next week.
Nah, yeah, we'll talk. Oxtail and go.
Go out in the world and be somebody.